It's pretty much inevitable that you are going to start to wake up something in other people when you start to wake up yourself. When you start to go deep into your own being, to your own field, your own mind, and you start to decide and choose to change the things that are no longer aligned with your highest potential. That will show people their own potential. And not necessarily that they have to be doing what you're doing or living the timeline that you're living, but when they see, maybe consciously or unconsciously, that you are in alignment, that you are coming into alignment, that you're no longer choosing, to live in the victim mode, to live in lack, to live in fear, to live in worry. And you start to, become maybe more positive, or actually feel more abundant, or start to have wonderful opportunities come to you, or start to find love all over the place, or people wanting to, date you, or wanting to give you money, or wanting to just different things. When you open up, the possibilities are endless. When you open up and you come into alignment with your highest potential, or even closer to your highest potential, the things that you want, you get to choose, and it's almost like instant manifestation. Like you get to float through life, you get to co-create, and when people see that, it can make them wonder, like, why not me? It can trigger their deeper wounds further without them even realizing that it's not you, that it's them, their own being saying, look what's possible for me. But then the mind and the wounds and the patterns and whatnot, keeping them more controlled in a deeper way. And so I started to notice that a lot when I was deciding to change my life, when I was deciding to take a risk on, not a risk, but what it's perceived as is a risk, when you kind of free fall into the universe, like I've talked about, or free fall into life and start to trust the process of this quantum manifestation of choosing. Hello, B. Some of you might know, very significant to me. When you start to choose to never settle. And so that can look a lot like, leaving your job, traveling the world, having wonderful opportunities, having this platform grow. And what I expected was that to be a really joy-filled experience with the people around me. And what I was shocked by was that it was very triggering to a lot of people around me, and that a lot of people did push away. And it was very, very strange, especially the 3 months leading up to leaving here to Europe, when I decided in California. Sorry, loud. I'm in Paris right now, if you don't know. Here with Arlo. We are about to head back to the farm in Italy. And it's been a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week. I've traveled to Switzerland and Geneva and Aubernay in France, and now Paris, France. And I went to see family in Geneva, and then to a family cousin's wedding in Aubernay. Aubernay is wonderful. And then we also have family here in Paris, and so my cousin was flying out of here, and so we came for a couple days here. And it's just, I've never actually liked a city. I don't really like cities at all, but I feel very good here. I feel like I actually enjoy this city. Not like I would want to live here, but I really do like it. I love the river. The people are so friendly. I was on the first day walking around, and I was still struggling a bit. I shared on here, I was just having a hard time after the bike accident I was in and things like that. But people were coming up to me all over. Like, someone came up and was like, you only get one chance in life, and I just want to take my chance with you and get your number. And I thought that was so sweet. We weren't compatible, but I was just so proud of him, because I could see how nervous he was, but he went for it. He felt that feeling in his heart and his soul, or whatever it was, and he went for it. And I was like, good job. We need more of that. And then there were other people who just were so all over the place. A man walked up to me, or a guy, maybe 25-year-old guy on a scooter, and he was like, like literally barking at me. And I was like, whoa, what is going on? I met so many people in like a very short walk, and it was just vibrant. People were happy, and like people were cheering on the boats, and really like it. I think it probably comes down to my astrocartography, though. Again, sorry if it's loud here. Yesterday I said that so many times, but it could very well be loud. It's a little bit earlier, so hopefully not as loud. I'll try to edit the volume, so if I sound weird, that's why. And I got this Paris 2024. I don't usually rep things because I think that you're such a valuable piece of real estate on earth. And so I try to be very selective with the things that I do represent. But the Olympics is a big deal. My dad was in the Olympics, and he told me, he's like, you should go get something. And so I like it. It's very, very subtle. But anyway, that's a little life update in this. But pretty much before I started this journey, it was just like I was thinking we'd be celebrating and happy, and I really was just like multiple people were pushing away and getting upset with me, and we would dive into it and we would be like, what's really going on here? And then they would be like, I think it's because you're leaving. I think it's because you're doing what I want to be doing. I think it's because, and so we would have that conversation, and just I would try to bring awareness around the fact that like we can all have what we want. You're never, ever, ever, ever stuck. It can be perceived that you're stuck. It can be perceived that there's no way out, but there always is. And I want to encourage you to expand into that, because there are infinite timelines within the quantum field. Infinite timelines. What does that mean? Every single thing is happening right now. If you can imagine a timeline where you have everything that you want, or that you think that you want in this moment, or that you feel that you want in this moment, it's already existing. It's a matter of choosing it and then moving towards it, and never believing in anything that is not that. Never believing in anything that is the unconscious of this 3D world. The unconscious looks like lack and fear and worry and all these things that keep us away from the abundance and love and health and joy that we are capable of having in infinite amounts. And so you can come to earth, and it's like, you guys know, I live this human experience, and I have these knowings within myself. I don't even want to say beliefs, because any kind of belief it's not true. Like a belief takes us away from the I am that I am. But in this knowing that I have found to feel so true to me, I still have these experiences that challenge me, that bring the unconscious forward to me, that also just create life. And so when you can look at things like, getting broken down in Austria, and then having the experience of being brought back to Italy, and in my van that I'm traveling around Europe in, or just like getting in the bike accident, it's like these things, though they're uncomfortable, they shake up your patterns. They shake up your patterns, and they give you a really quick opportunity. When they're super intense, you are going to have such a big rebuttal. So it's like, I like to look at it like a trampoline. When you're jumping on the trampoline and you're going down and down and down, the further that you go down, the further you go up. And so if your experiences are so intense right now, and it feels like your life is falling apart, or if things are just like crashing in front of you and it's chaos, know that it's making room, that it's bringing forward the things that are most aligned with your highest potential. And when you choose that and know that in your experience right now, when things don't seem like they make any sense, then that's what you're going to move towards. But if you believe that you are unlucky, that you are stuck, that things don't work out for you, but they work out for other people, then you're just going to be stuck. But do know that when you choose this mindset, and you choose to let go of the things that used to keep you controlled, you will trigger other people. And all you can do is lead with love. All you can do is lead with love, and choose to know that that's part of the experience, and that's part of the journey, and that by doing what you're doing, you are making the world a better place, because then they have to get uncomfortable in their being. And when they get uncomfortable in their being, they're going to go down on that trampoline. And as they go down and down and down, they're eventually going to go up too. So you can lead the way without even knowing that you're leading the way, or maybe you have a slight knowing. Either way, it doesn't matter. If we just remove the ego and say, I'm doing this for my own evolution, for love, then we're doing this for the one infinite creator, the oneness that we all are, and we're doing this for the evolution of planet Earth as we shift into this new Earth energy, and we're doing this so that we can have the most rich human experience here on Earth. So I hope that that made sense. I felt like that came out in a really beautiful way. I never know exactly how it's going to come out, but I was downloaded with that thought yesterday, and I was like, okay, that's where we're going in the morning. But anyway, I'm going to go take Arlo on a walk before we go head back to Italy, back home. Home for now. Home base. Home base. Once the van drives, we will head to Ireland. That's the plan. So I'm gonna go back to the farm. We're gonna figure out the ladybug thing. Long live ladybug. We've raised over 4,500 for her, and we offered 3,000. And so now I'm just waiting to hear back about that offer. If you don't know, we're saving a horse. This YouTube community has raised that money to save this horse from going to the slaughterhouse or being non-disclosed about her wobblers and having to push out babies until she dies. And so we're gonna try and rescue her. And then other horses also need rescuing on the farm. So we're gonna get back and see what's going on with that. And then also try to find a mechanic for my van, and also just be here with you, be here with Arlo, be with the animals, be with friends on the farm, and just enjoy this human experience. Get back into meditating, into yoga, maybe do some running, and just really just loving this timeline in this chapter of life. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your love, your support, for liking these videos, for leaving comments. It really, really supports my channel. We grew a lot, relatively a lot in the past week. I think it was like we got, I don't know, 6,000 more subscribers on this channel. So thank you for being here if you're new. Thank you for being here if you've been here with me since the beginning in Switzerland, the beginning of this year. It means the world to me. And subscribe if you're new. If you want to sign up for one of my programs, I have 21 days to rewire your mind, 21 days to know your divine guidance, and I have one-on-one opportunities to work with me as well. I have a 6-month program. We meet bi-weekly. You can do a one-off session with me. And if you want to donate to the farm, to Ladybug, or to saving the other horses, it's through Ladybug's GoFundMe, so I'll link that as well. So thank you guys, and I will see you tomorrow in Italy. Ciao. Au revoir. Bye.